it so bad, I wanna shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, bad, I wanna shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, I wanna shoot. Girl, you too bad for me not to press you, yeah. Young fly nigga, I don't follow any rules, yeah. Bitch, I'm making tunes, I ain't saying I won't lose. Let's go to an island where the water runs blue. I got two bad bitches in the coop. 42 in the bottle, glasses on full too. Ain't no games, I ain't playing, I want you, yeah. Take a trip, let's go shopping, I got blues, yeah.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's video. We got more Fairmont stuff, or well, we're back on Fairmont stuff. What our plan today in this video is going to be, we are going to finish welding up the strut towers, and then we are going to finish up the last patch in the floor, and then after that, last patch in the floor, and then after that, we are actually going to pull this thing outside, turn this thing around. We're going to bring the chassis table back in, get that mounted to the ground, leveled, and then from there, we are actually going to put this thing on the chassis table, and we are going to start the rear end. We are going to start to get ready to do rear suspension and stuff, actually. What we are going to do is we are going to be putting the motor and trans in, getting that set and put in the right area and right spot, motor plate, mid plate, trans mount, all that stuff. We're going to figure all that out, get it all welded up. And then we're actually going to throw my motor in here, the good motor, just kind of look at it, see it, and then we are actually going to move into the rear of the car. So we got like a week's worth of work, but it's all right. So whether we get to putting the motor in this video, I highly doubt it. This is more or less just going to be getting this thing on the chassis table and getting it ready for all the work that it has, and actually mounting it to the chassis table, because of course we need to make mounts for it. So it sits on the chassis table, and then it can sit level, the car will be level, be stable, and we can start working. We can put the motor in, we can get ready to do rear end stuff, but that is where we are at. We are going to finish welding the strut tower areas, and they're actually already done right now, but you're going to watch us weld the strut areas and get the front end done up to the point, like everything is finished welded. Obviously, the front end isn't done, but everything is finished well. There's nothing left unwelded. And then we're going to finish the floors, and then back this thing out, pull the table in, turn this thing around, pull the table in, put this thing on the table, go from there. So that is what we got going on in this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next update. So, as you can see, got the car up on the lift, we got spun around, and as because it's time to get it ready to set on the chassis table. Got a table right there, and we're gonna put it on here, level it out, make sure everywhere's level, nice and neat. Yeah, and just get going on it. So once we get that table level, we're gonna mount it to the floor, and from there, we're gonna put this on top of it and mount it. And then we're gonna see how much energy we have today. It's hot, and maybe we'll get our mock-up motor in it. Maybe we'll get the mock-up motor on Monday. We'll find out. We'll see. But that's kind of where we're at. Car's up on the lift. It's time to get this thing put on the chassis table, and then we can look under here and go, what is the best option for this? What do we got going on here? This was my, this was used just to keep it from rubbing the tire when we were just rolling around. Don't worry. Don't look at this and wonder what the hell's going on there, but it's our mock-up suspension. But that's kind of where we're at. So we are going to get this thing on the table and then pretty much figure out what we want to do with the rear end. In doing that, though, we do need to put the motor and trans in there and then hang some body panels because we need to find out ride height from the front, because the front ride height is going to determine the back ride height. So that's where we're at. This is what we got going on. I'm going to sweep up, turn my fan on, and bring the chassis table in and start leveling it. So stay tuned, guys. Things are going to get more interesting. This is just kind of a what we got going on today video. So thank you guys for watching, and we're going to throw this on another time. Let's get this table in here. So, as you can probably already tell, it's back on the table. Buick's up on the lift. Well, it's actually not even back on the table. It was actually never on the table to begin with, but a car is back on this chassis table, except the only difference is this one is coming off when it's done. It's not coming off prematurely. It's coming off when it's done, when it's ready. So we got a little bit of things we need to do before this thing can come off. One of that is tackle the rear suspension, and I don't have 100% the answer on the rear suspension. We're kind of going with it as we need to be, but so I ordered a few things like I just said, motor plate, mid plate. We're going to get those mocked up on a mock-up block I have. We're actually going to get the placement for the motor down, build our tabs, build it so we can literally throw the good motor in with the transmission and the cross member and all that stuff. But we are going to do the mock-up block with the mock-up transmission, run our line to the back, our center line, so we can get the actual center. And then this is a little bit down the road stuff, but we do have some stuff we need to tackle back here, and we'll get to that. But really, first things first, we actually have to mount this thing to the table, and because right now it's just on wood. So we need to finish leveling this thing out, get this thing mounted to the table. Then we can start doing engine and transmission stuff. Like I said, I got mid plate, motor plate on the way, and transmission's over there. Block is in storage. We just got to pull that out, and then we'll have the block, transmission, motor plate, mid plate. Probably build a tranny mount, and then we are good to go. After we got all that stuff done, we are going to put fenders on and figure out ride height up front, what we can do, what we can't do. Then we are going to tackle the back. I think I have a direction we want to go, but I'm not saying anything until it's 100% done with. But we got quite a bit of stuff we got to do up front before the back is 100% settled. We are going to start with the back in the next few weeks, or maybe in a week or so. But this is kind of a, we got to kind of do the front half, and we got to do the back half. I'm just kind of rambling at this point in time. Pretty much, we got to get this thing mounted. Then we're going to put the front plate and mid plate in with a tranny mount. And then from there, we are probably going to attack the back and get back suspension done. Get the rear end in. Use our center line for our motor and transmission to put the center of the rear end in. Get that centered in the car. Build our links, build our axle tubes, things of that nature. But really, first things first, we have to get this thing on the chassis table, mounted to the chassis table, and that is what we're actually going to do in this next video. So I'm going to end this video off here. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. We're going to get this thing mounted, and we're going to go from there. So see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.